Alright, back to the tournament. We can see that it's not really working right here, so let me see. It was Ark vs. Hedja is the next game, which is right here, because I have the direct link. And one sec.
I need that link. Let's see. Copy. Paste. There we go.
Okay, so we have second
this
game.
is a longer game.
Yeah, second game of the semifinals between Ark 77 and Hedja. Even though we forgot to do this earlier, we should probably just go over them a little bit. Who the players are. We see Ark 77 has been playing since October 16th of 2011. He's played a total of 604 ranked games, has won over 50% of them.
It's always good.
He's changed his names a few times.
Got a pretty good 1v1 win percentage over there, 65%. Wow.
Yep, and 2v2 54, so
Yeah.
a variety of games. Okay, so switching over to Hedja.
What a pretty seagull.
Indeed.
Or
And we see that
I got the seagull.
he has been playing since October 17th, 2011. So he joined one day after Ark 77. Interesting little tidbit. But he's played over 300 more games. He's played almost 1,000 games, and once again has won over 50% of them. 57% 1v1 win rate, slightly lower than Ark.
That's still winning percentage in 1v1s. That's good.
And then 66 in 2v2, so good numbers.
I think these are two really good players. This will be fun.
Okay, so we've got wastelands in Florida, Bolivia, Norway, Scott, Israel, Tajikistan, and Beijing.
Wow. Let's see. That means Antarctica and South America are no-goes, people. And East-US as well. That position in Florida is going to be pretty key, I think. Well, actually, not many people are going to work on South America, so it won't be that important. So, that's Scandinavia's spot. Wow,
Africa's completely clear, though.
Yeah, Africa's a good spot for a lot of people.
So Africa may be a good point of fighting in this one. Other possible starting locations could be Central America, which you could get it in one turn.
Oh, yeah.
Southwest to Baja.
Yeah, you could. You're right.
And then I think that's the only one-turn bonus in this.
I think so, too.
Well, no, you could go West Africa in one turn with Nigeria, Niger, Botswana.
Oh, yeah, you're right there. Yep. That's true.
And then I'm not seeing any others, though. Yep, so it may just be those two. So, we'll see their starting locations.
Well, you don't want to
West China
picks first? Okay.
1, 2, 3.
You don't want to look
You
at
can't
their
get West
picks.
China in one turn.
How could you... Yeah, that's West China.
Unless you're going to get something with a 2, you can't get West China.
Yeah,
Yeah, with 3 picks. If you put 1 in India, 1 in Inner Mongolia, 1 in Tomsk, you put everything in Inner Mongolia, hit Xinjiang from Tomsk, hit Tibet from India, then you would have 9 in Mongolia. You could hit 3 here, and 2 here.
And then what about Heilongjiang?
Oh yeah, I even forgot about that. You would need 4 picks to get this in one turn.
Yeah, you can't get it in one turn. It's not possible. Really. Unless you're going to attack with a number of 2s, and then... Wow, alright.
Okay, well, anyways, starting locations for Hedja are India, Archangelisk, Mexico, use ones.
Use ones. There we go. Yeah.
200% offensive kill rate.
Those ones, man.
Oh
Those
yeah.
ones do some amazing things.
Okay. Well, anyways, Hedja in India, Archangels, Mexico, Egypt, and whatever that's called in Greenland, and then New Zealand. So he's really, really spreading out, completely spreading out in
Wait.
this.
Oh, okay. You are looking at picks. All right, good.
Yes.
Okay, you said starting locations. And
Oh, yeah, sorry.
I already skipped ahead.
Okay, well, we see that he's going to focus on some of the smaller bonuses first. He's obviously going to assume that he's not going to get both of them, or at least he should, because Ark's got to start somewhere. Okay, so we can compare that to Ark's starting location, which are first in Mexico, second in Nigeria, third in Botswana, fourth in India, fifth in Southwest, sixth in Niger. So he's going to wants to start in Central America and then go for West Africa after that, with alternate being in Southeast Asia. You don't understand the reasoning. What do you mean you don't understand the reasoning? It's just trying to get Central America and then West Africa. You can get both in. You can get them in 3 turns. 1 in 2 turns, 1 in 3 turns.
Yep, it's not that bad.
Nothing super fast, but it's still decent expansion. The order.
Oh, the order.
It's just. Yeah. Well.
Well, if he
I
gets
think the
first
5
three,
and
there's
6
no big
picks
deal.
that he has are just counter picks or something. Assuming that he doesn't get his first ones, then he would have that to counter the opponent.
Yeah, that's what I see too. The 1, 2, 3 picks are just his preferred picks. He'd be able to get West Africa really the turn after he got Central America because of Botswana. But if he doesn't get one of those, then he's always got Southeast Asia, which is also a pretty quick expansion. And then as you said, the 5 and 6 picks are just counters.
Although Botswana may not be quite efficient.
Quite efficient.
Yeah, as Fisher was saying. Get this. That.
Why would Botswana be any worse than Niger?
It would be very, very tough to get it without Botswana in the next turn. You would have 8 guys. You would have 2 here. You would be able to put 3s plus 5 would be 7. You would have to hit everything with 3s.
Yeah. That's still pretty good, though. I'd take that risk, of course. It would be difficult, but...
Well, he's not trying to capture South Africa. He's trying to capture West Africa.
Oh, was somebody talking about South Africa? Oh, no, we're not talking about South Africa. We're talking about using Botswana to take West Africa. Basically, after the first turn, he'd have all of Central America, so he'd be getting 8 reinforcements, and he'd have Nigeria and Botswana, preferably, so he'd be able to get all of that by the end of the second turn.
Okay. Well, anyways, moving on to what they actually got. We can see that Ark got Mexico, Nigeria, Botswana's first 3, obviously, but Hedja getting India, not Mexico, but Archangels getting Egypt. So this means that he knows that Ark is in Mexico, but Ark doesn't know anything about where he's starting. So Hedja is going to focus on India, and Ark is just going to spread out. Yeah, they're still playing, still doing the finals aren't over yet.
Oh, well, that's...
Okay.
That was actually... I was saying that completely wrong. When I described that, I was assuming he would get... That was stupid of me. I was assuming Southwest To be able to do what I described, you need Southwest and Botswana, and Nigeria, and Central, and Mexico. Never mind. Screw what I said. That's not possible.
Okay, well, we see pretty much expected moves. Him going to Sudan, I sort of like that. That lets him see West Africa pretty easily, and know that he's trying to expand there.
And sure enough, hedja sees him.
Yep, and
Congo.
so now hedja knows 2 starting locations, Central America, and that he's going after West Africa.
Well, he really knows all 3 of... Well, I guess he doesn't technically know if he's in West Africa.
Although he probably could assume it, because he moved up from out of South Africa.
Yeah.
Which you wouldn't really start there unless you were actually going to go for it or something.
For West Africa, yeah. So he can pretty well assume all 3 of his locations.
Yep, so turn 2, we have Ark finishing off Central America with a 3 attack, and hedja working on finishing off Southeast Asia. Oh, but we can see that Ark did not quite get Cuba, unfortunately.
Ooh, wow.
Got denied that, and he did not get a card piece. He did not get a card piece. That was his only attack.
That hurts a lot.
Yep.
Ooh. Sits him behind, like, right at the start.
And then next turn, we have Ark trying to finish off West Africa.
Oh, man.
But will he be able to get it? Oh, he does make it.
Yes. It's 5 attacking 3. It works out perfectly for him. That 5 versus 3, man, 60%.
Yeah.
Man. That he gets West Africa, that turns the game around immediately. Although hedja does have Sudan, and that's pretty important right there. That he's threatening West Africa and Chad and Congo.
hedja almost gets West Africa, West Russia gets denied Vorkuta.
Oh man,
just barely.
In the course of 1 turn, that's a pretty big turnaround.
Yep. Okay, so turn 4, we see that Ark's focusing in Congo with a bit in Chad. He's going 8 and 8 in each.
And he wins.
hedja just putting 1 in Ufa, and then everything else is Sudan to defend that. So then Ark going on the offensive with both, captures it after the second attack, and hedja finishing off West Russia.
And now I can see why this was such a long game.
Yep. We can see that, after turn 4, both people have even reinforcements. However, because of that 1 turn, we know that hedja is ahead in card pieces.
Yes, he was.
And as Lolowut said, splitting your offense, he was attacking from both. Yeah, although it was meant to be defensive. And we see next turn, hedja gain a reinforcements card, putting a lot in Egypt, as Ark puts a lot in Sudan, and putting 2 in Ufa, because it looks like he may start expanding into Central Russia.
Whew.
And then he does not get that territory in Central Russia. And neither player gets a card this turn.
Huh.
Both people failed their attacks.
That's interesting.
Okay, so turn 6. And Ark is still not getting his card. He still has not got his card yet.
Ouch.
Okay, so we see Ark putting 6 in Congo. It looks like he's probably going to start either East Africa or South. He should start East Africa. He wouldn't put that many in Congo if he wasn't. And we see that hedja putting 2 in Ufa to actually get Omsk this turn, and 10 in Egypt to defend that, as Ark puts 6 there. And he moves over to Libya. That puts him in another position to threaten West Africa.
Yep. Makes it seem like he's going to Niger, so that he could threaten all 3 spots. It gives him more options.
Yep. And Ark has everything in East Africa except for Egypt. So we'll see if he's able to get that next turn. Both people get a card this turn, and this should be the last card piece that Ark needs before he actually gets a reinforcement card, which he does, and he uses it. And he puts 17 in Chad.
Yep, this is pretty big right here. Does not look like a good move from my perspective on Hedge's part to ignore Egypt, because he could see that that Ark took Ethiopia, that he was reasonably close to getting it. But he doesn't put anything in Egypt,
and that helps Ark a bit. Now he's ahead in reinforcements.
Yeah,
and he defends Chad, which is very important.
Yeah,
but now East Africa is still threatened really badly, and he should know that he has that actually has the entire bonus.
Oh yeah, well he will anyway next turn, one way or the other.
Yep. So at this point, Ark has 3 territories to defend, but 4 extra reinforcements, and Hedja has 12 guys. He's in a position to nearly get Central Russia, or he could focus in Libya. He's got a choice to make next turn.
Hedja corrects his mistake, it looks like. Very first move, capture Egypt. Yeah, that was. Yeah, I'm not gonna let you keep that, buddy.
Very important, as he does a little bit in Central Russia, but now he's got Libya back again. Well, he's gotten him out of Libya.
Yeah, sort of put him in that little box over there. So at the very least, that was a really good series of moves for Ark, because it saved West Africa. West Africa is protected, although just for a moment. That could change in a single turn if Hedja took Sudan or Libya. Either way. Precarious situation.
Okay, and in this turn, it looks like he's putting a few more in Central Russia, trying to get that. Put everything else in Egypt. He's just defending that. I would have blockaded that long ago, probably. Especially this turn, where he's got big stacks on both sides of him. I probably would have blockaded that.
Maybe, but you've been getting sort of even reinforcements between you. I'm not sure I would blockade it.
Yeah. Well, we do see that Ark had enough to get him out of there.
How many did he have before? I don't even remember. Oh yeah, with those big stacks, I'm not so sure. It's pretty tough. If you were outnumbered a little more, like if you had like 10 or 8 guys in Egypt, then I would have probably blockaded it.
Yeah.
But he had enough to stand a fighting chance, at least. And keep that position over there in Egypt.
Yeah.
But either way, he didn't. So he should have... So blockading it would have been superior. But hindsight is 20/20, so... Yeah, they really are risky, as Visser said.
Well, moving on to the next turn, we see that he's finally going to get all of Central Russia. Hedja is, and then he's going to go into Thailand and start working on East China or something.
We keep going into the mindset of abandoned cards.
No, yeah, he's going to go into Indonesia. We've played so many games with abandoned cards that it's just like ingrained into my skull.
Yeah, you got to get used to blockades happening at the end of a turn.
Yeah. Oh, if you watch some of our earlier videos where we started using the strategic 2v2 settings, I'll say abandon when I'm thinking of blockade.
Yeah.
Okay, so Hedja moving into Malaysia as Ark moves into Saudi Arabia, trying to get up here to threaten some bonuses maybe, and he's also working on South Africa now. We'll see. He should be able to get pretty much all of it, assuming he gets something with a 3. He gets 1, 2, and 3. He gets all of South Africa now.
Wow.
And now he's in a position to get North Africa.
Whew, everything worked out great for Ark that turn.
Yep, Ark takes back the lead with 19 over 16.
He's in a great position. He's made a good series of moves here against Hedja.
And Hedja puts a few more in Malaysia, trying to get some more in Indonesia, as Ark works on finishing off North Africa.
Yep. Well, let's see. And start of turn 12. They're both even with reinforcement cards.
And they both play it, yes.
And they both play it.
And then Hedja is probably going to focus on most of West China, although he's not touching Heilongjiang, so he shouldn't put too many here. He's just putting enough to get Inner Mongolia, probably.
Yeah.
And then a little in Tomsk, some more in Borneo to get both Indonesia and Papua New Guinea and Philippines, and then everything was on Iran to defend against this. Although this big stack that he deployed, he put 25 more guys in Iraq. Even though he has this, he's probably not going to be able to keep that if he attacks at all. He may not attack this turn, but he probably will.
Yeah, and he does.
And he captures that.
Yeah.
Hedja plays an order delay, and then hits Borneo. I'm not sure why he used all 7 in Borneo.
Avast virus database
Avast
has been
updated.
Amazing. Yes.
But yeah, I don't know why he hit Philippines with 7. He could have hit 4 in Papua New Guinea and 3 in Philippines. That probably would have been better. I don't see the advantage to doing that. But anyways, he gets most of West China. Next turn he's going to be able to finish that. That may keep him alive if he does finish that.
I'm really not sure why he took Philippines there. Huh. Doesn't really help him out. It's very important, yeah. Avast needs to tell us this. It's very important.
Okay. So, moving on turn 13. We're getting closer to the end. We see that Ark is going to start expanding into California, which is good. It lets him actually get over here to threaten stuff from the other side. And, if after he goes through Hawaii, at least. And we see that Hedja trying to put some guys in Pakistan to defend it. We'll see if that ends up working well for or not.
Yeah. Oof. It won't. It doesn't.
He gets all of West China now. And then Papua New Guinea.
They're even in reinforcement count, although not when it comes to positioning here and having a big stack at the front lines. Yeah. Hedja's in trouble.
Yep. And then Ark is now nearly in a position to get all of Europe. He's going to have that next turn.
Yep.
And he does capture Pakistan. And then we move on to turn 14, where we see Hedja apparently in the lead of reinforcement cards still.
Reinforcement cards, yeah.
Plays that. That should help him a little bit, although he's not going to be in a very good position anyways. He puts a lot in Xinjiang, which he should.
Yep, and
Ark puts a lot.
Take back Pakistan, although it doesn't. Sorry, I'm
you're
getting ahead of you again.
Ahead of me, God. We see that Ark putting a good bit of guys in Europe. He's now going to go for all of it, and he does get it. And he sees Hedja in West Russia.
Mm-hmm.
As he moves into India. And Hedja playing an order delay does that to allow him to get Pakistan after he moves into India. Which is fine. It's a valid move.
Yeah.
And then
this is big right here.
Ark playing order priority and reinforcement card. It's going to probably make a big attack. He put 6 in Pacific.
Well, no,
Moscow, 19
it says Ark. He discarded an order priority.
Oh, he discarded it. What?
I'm not sure why he did that.
That may have been a misclick or something. I don't know why you would discard that.
Either way, though, if you watch ahead, he got lucky here. And got his first move in first. That's
he does
big.
go into... Oh, yeah, that is big. Moving into Tibet.
He managed to get his first move in.
That's painful.
Mm-hmm. Took Tibet. Ouch. And then Hedja took back Pakistan. Ooh. But, let's see if... Oh, no. Ark did not take back Pakistan.
Hmm.
Okay. So he didn't come out completely ridiculously
But
far behind.
he
But
does
he
get
did
West
lose.
US. He does
Oh
finish
yeah.
off West US.
Mm. Yep. Hedge is pretty far behind right here, and he's got an enemy that is right in the middle of his stuff, and threatening him in West Russia as well.
Cards.
Ooh.
Oh, maximum cards you can hold is 4. So yeah, he was at max cards. That's why he had to discard that.
Well,
I didn't think about that.
you can't use the order priority
No, he could
when it
have
has
used
mass
it.
cards. I mean, the thing is, he needed his first move to get to Tibet, so wouldn't you want to use it? Just saying.
Yeah, he should have used it. But
Yeah.
okay, so we see him getting West US. He's now ahead by 12 reinforcements after 15 turns. And now, turn 16, Hedja using an order priority. He's going to try to do. He's probably going to try going into Tibet. That's what he should do at least. And he also puts 9 in Moscow to defend against Ukraine. But he put Ark put in 18 in Ukraine and 14 in Tibet. Yeah, he's still going to be able to capture that. That should also allow Hedger to know exactly how many reinforcements his opponent's getting as he starts working on towards Hawaii. And he hits Moscow, and that pretty much closes the game in a lot of ways.
Yeah, I think Ark. He didn't attack Pakistan, but really, I'm not sure if he needed to at this point.
I would have at least hit it with 2. At least hit it with a small amount.
I think I would have too. He's just being a little careful, and he's so far ahead at this point. He probably doesn't know how far ahead he is, but...
Okay, moving on to turn 17, the final turn. We see he puts a bunch in Ufa to defend against that, but 30 in Iran. That's gonna hurt. And he moves up to Xinjiang to move in to cover Pakistan, probably.
Hedja already knows he's gonna lose Pakistan. He's like, yeah, I'll let him take it.
And he hits Pakistan with 47. And apparently seeing that big stack convinced him that he should just surrender already.
And he did.
And he did. So, congratulations to Arc77 for taking out that victory against Hedja. Good game. It was really close for a lot of it. Ended up in Arc's favor, though.